PewDiePie was always kind of racist, but now he's a hero to the Nazis. Wait a minute. No, you changed it. Come on, media, what are you doing? What does it say now? PewDiePie's fall shows the limit of lol, just kidding. Hey, all right. Emma Gray Ellis, may I just say that if you're gonna call someone a hero to the Nazis, you may want to double check if that's true or not. Because afterwards, you can't go, lol, just kidding. The amount of cherry picking that the media came out with after this whole thing to prove this narrative that I am somehow an anti-Semite was beautiful. Please keep doing it. It's hilarious. Vox Media posted this, unironically. Arguably similar to Nazi fashion. Recently, he has been wearing Himmler-style glasses and sporting a fasci, slang for fascist, Hitler Youth haircut. Vox, you got me. Damn it. I didn't want to admit this. I didn't want to talk about this. I love Korean fashion. I love K-pop. That's why I dyed my hair. I'm going through a midlife crisis here, okay? I want to be a K-pop star. J.K. Rowling is calling me a fascist. Why? I guess she read it off a headline and sort of went with it. Well, I read on an online article that you once said in an interview that you found dressing up as a Nazi arousing. I read that on an online website, so it must be true. Right, JK? So I made the apology video where I thought at least was from the heart, explain the situation, and I admitted that I didn't do everything. Like, I'm not guilt-free in this situation by any means. It was met by just the warmest positivity from the internet and anyone that I think saw it. It was just amazing, and I owe you guys my biggest thanks for all the support that I got from that video. However, the media wasn't as impressed. They kind of stuck with their narrative. PewDiePie half-heartedly apologizes, calls media motherfuckers. PewDiePie's apology for Nazi jokes shows that he still doesn't get it. Trump and PewDiePie are using the same playbook. So we basically went from PewDiePie as a Nazi to PewDiePie as Trump. We'll get there one day, media. I'm sure we'll get there one day. And I want to point out, not all media, okay? I've seen more and more balanced articles come out about this situation, even though it seems pretty dead at this point. The whole situation is just a testimony of old media not understanding YouTube. The fucking senior editor of Wall Street Journal. The senior editor of Wall Street Journal tweeted, "Man, this PewDiePie video is long." I'm sorry, Mike. I'll try and cut it down next time a little bit for you so you don't have to spend so much time doing your journalist research. Maybe I'll add a little meme. And maybe that'll make it more interesting for you. I don't know. Senior editor, huh? How about that? Let's get into the Wall Street Journal thing. There's one thing that I wanted to talk about that I didn't really do in my last video, which was the fact that Wall Street Journal went to the brands that I work with before they came to me for a comment. I know this because they didn't just talk to Disney and YouTube. It shows to me that they were just after making the strongest headline and the strongest story that they could get without any regards of what kind of damage they would do in the process. I mean, why would Wall Street Journal care about minimizing harm? It's not like it's one of the 4 major sections in the journalist's code of ethics. I mean, why would Wall Street Journal care about that? I don't understand. They wanted that headline. They got the headline. Wall Street Journal should have tried to get a response from me directly to begin with, not going to brands I work with first. Proves to me their maliciousness. Christopher Mintz of the Wall Street Journal tweeted back at me, "Demonstrably false. But anyway, welcome to our post-truth age." He says nothing, absolutely nothing, gets printed in the Wall Street Journal without an attempt to reach a mentioned subject for comment. So it seems fair, right? But then he goes and says, "I have no idea about the chronology." Which was my fucking point. Christopher Mims, you demonstrated yourself false. So welcome to the post-truth age. The other thing that I had a problem with, which I already brought up, I don't think I need to elaborate on it, which is the context or lack of context I think in the video there was 1 piece of context out of 5 in total, so if you think that's a balanced way of doing journalism, you tell me. I have a big problem with the whole thing in general because this whole thing wasn't a problem until it was brought up. Because my audience understand they were jokes. They weren't actually doing anyone any harm. But the way the Wall Street Journal defended this was that neo-Nazi websites were supporting me, calling it the #1 PewDiePie fan site, which I obviously had no idea about. I don't, believe it or not, I don't go to neo-Nazi websites. The Wall Street Journal condemns me for using posts. They don't call it jokes. They literally says that the fact that I use Adolf Hitler and the fact that I use Nazi imagery, that's bad enough. It seems right here that you are guilty of the same thing. Oh look, there is Hitler. This looks like Nazi imagery to me. Someone start the press. I think we have a scoop. It turns out the neo-Nazi website have changed their mind. Right now, they are the #1 Wall Street Journal fan site. Interesting. I don't believe Wall Street Journal has made a statement condemning these websites. So they must be a Nazi supporting website now. I think we need to talk to their sponsors about this, not Wall Street Journal themselves. Or does context matter? I don't know. Oh look, here's their sponsors. How about that? Guess we need to talk to them first. I realize how childish I sound, okay? It's just to illustrate this point. And if you didn't think it could be any more unethical or any more stupid, one of the journalists, Ben Fritz, it came out that he's been doing the same kind of jokes. No, not Ben Fritz. Say it's not true. He has a hard-on for the Nazis. No! No! That's an anti-Semitic joke. He wants to fry the Jews? You know, I don't even, sorry, I don't even want to show these jokes. I don't show anti-Semitic imagery on my channel. That's disgusting. I'm so disappointed in you, Ben Fritz. I didn't want to say this because it didn't feel necessary. But there wasn't just pressure to get my show canceled. Along with other brands that I work with that they reached out to, YouTube also had pressure to demonetize my entire channel, essentially getting me fired. Luckily, my videos does not go against community guidelines, so it didn't, but they tried. So it seems only fair, by Wall Street Journal's own way of conducting themselves, that Ben Fritz should get fired. This whole thing has been embarrassing. It's been a fiasco. It doesn't make me happy when I find like these things out. It makes me sad that this is the world we live in, where people make articles about people making jokes that they make themselves, trying to get their lives ruined. A thing that I saw a lot on the media was that because I said Wall Street Journal did this attack on me, and people just didn't believe me, like what does Wall Street Journal has to gain from that? Or they're such a different organization, like they have nothing to do with what I do, so it wouldn't make any sense. Well, here's a graph showing the trust in media going down based on age. I assume that pieces like this is not helping with that. Here's a graph of the newspaper ad revenue from digital and print, showing decrease of revenue in the media. Oh, okay, so Wall Street is losing influence and income. I wonder who's gaining that right now. So what does Wall Street Journal has to gain from doing a piece like this on me? Nothing. Nothing, obviously. I mean, why else would they put their article behind a paywall twice? So Wall Street Journal is losing revenue. Maybe I should buy the Wall Street Journal. Actually, I don't know. It seems like a failing business to me.
Context matters, man.